Hello and welcome back to my craft room. Well, I have had a very busy week. It's taken me an entire week clearing out my craft room and the spare room that I'd been leaking into, and a bit of stuff downstairs. I mean, my crafting clutter has been gradually taking over the house, so it's taken me a long time to go through everything. I'm kind of nearly there now. Nearly. You can see some changes behind me already, and I'm going to do a little craft room tour when I'm completely done. But I've just been up to Tom's for the day. It's Friday the 20th of June as I'm recording this, and when I got home I found some Happy Mail waiting for me. So I can see who this is from because there was a little address sticker on the back. I know that this is from Liz. You'll know Liz Sawyer. You'll see her regularly popping up in the YouTube comments and our live streams and Discord and that. So, and Facebook. I think she just belongs to all of them. This is very exciting. I think this is going to be a piece for the quilt for our Bonkers community quilt. I'll put a link to a video that tells you all about that if you'd like to join in. Very exciting. I'm not going to go on about that and explain that whole thing all the way through every time I open one of these, but I'll link to the video. Right, just gonna I've got the address out of the way now. I can't manage to get this out of the hang on, here we are. So excited. Right, okay, let's go to the desk. The lovely clear empty desk. Okay, look, peek. Oh, how beautiful. There's something underneath. Look. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, look, that should be onto that. That should be on that canvas, and it's come off. Oh my God! Look at that. Look at this. Oh, and that's really good timing because I can find a little space for that in my new. I've created a bit more of an area for displaying some of the lovely things that I get sent, as well as some of the things I've made myself. Just so it all makes me smile every time I look at it. Oh, look at this. I love that. I love it. I need to reattach that to the canvas. It's coming off. That's a nice idea to put it on one of those canvases because it makes it so much sturdier. I love it. Well, I've got a little cuttlebug just like that. Look at this. I think we can all relate to that. What a lovely piece. I love it. Let's see what no addresses. Hi Annie, here is the block for the community quilt. I hope it fits okay. Oh, it will definitely. It's going to be so higgledy-piggledy. Everything will fit. Any shape and size goes. Well, not too big. Oh, I hope it fits okay. Good luck with the making and hope to see you in August. I really hope you can make it, Liz. It would be so amazing to meet up in person. So we're going to be working on this community quilt in our slow stitching corner at the Bazaar August event, and that's what the video will tell you all about. If you'd like to make a piece, you'll need to email me. I'll tell you about that at the end of the video. Right now I cannot wait to have a good look at this. How gorgeous. Let's look at the messy backside. Not at all messy. That is fabulous. I love it. Now, can we see properly? Yes. Let me hold you a little bit nearer. Look at the work in this. So it looks like, I'm trying to work out how she's done it. She's cut this piece and stitched it together, stitched the triangles together to form this square with all these borders. Maybe it was a long border strip. What a great idea to do that, to turn it into a idea. Oh, store that idea away to pinch later on. I love that. So it's always different borders, and she's added different kinds of stitching to the print, in the different print in each of the borders. So we've got a lovely bit of straight stitching around there. We've got a whipped straight stitch around there. I wonder if I can zoom in a bit. Am I zoomed right in? Yeah, I am zoomed right in. I can hold it a bit nearer though manually. Here we go. Yeah, so that's a whipped straight stitch down there, Love that kind of candy cane effect. And then this one is it's almost like a herringbone, or just as like a big zigzag stitch that she's then couched down. Straight stitch there, lots of little seed stitches in here. There's a chain stitch, rows and rows of thread. Look at all those French knots. That must have taken an absolute age to do, Liz. And I like the idea of connecting like this with this straight stitch kind of running the other way instead of going straight around, just parallel straight stitches like that. Love that idea. Whenever you look at a piece of work like this that someone else has done, you pinch little ideas and they pop up in your own work later on. That's what I find anyway. This one, I love this one. This is just that little detached chains that she's done over the pattern that's printed on the fabric. This is a lovely fabric to do this kind of stitching in. Gorgeous. Cross stitches in this one, and a very, very neat back stitch. And then we got straight stitches around all the little buntings. More French knots. Wow, what a lot of work in that. And considering how much stitching there is on there, how neat is that backside? Your backside is very much neater than mine, Liz. That will have a beautiful place. It'll be an absolute joy to stitch that into our community quilt on your behalf, Liz. I hope you'll be there to meet us in person and see your piece added to the quilt. But if not, you'll be with us in spirit. I love this. Now let me just come up and just say that if you would like to send in a piece for the community quilt, it can be any shape and size, kind of within reason. I would say you don't want to be smaller than about 5 centimetres, but you don't want to be bigger than like 30 centimetres at the biggest. It doesn't have to be square. It can be an irregular shape, just a higgledy-piggledy stack sort of snippet, or it could be a shaped motif like a heart or a flower. It really doesn't matter. It could just be the tiniest little scrap, you know, just to something to stitch onto the quilt to put your mark on it, really. It doesn't need to be finished at the edges necessarily, and it definitely doesn't need to be backed, because we're going to be putting it all onto the one layer of cotton batting, and then eventually, once everything's stitched on, I'll be putting a final backing on. So yeah, no need to worry about backing at all. If you would like to do that, you'll need to send them to me. So obviously I can't put my address up here or in the description box, but if you go to my link tree, which you will find in the description box, click on that and my email will come up. You'll need to email me, then I'll let you know where to send your piece. If you're in our Discord, you could message me in there, but it's I don't want to say message me on Facebook. I might see it, but I might not. I only do Facebook for the Arty Farty Annie group. I don't do it on a personal. I don't even interact with friends and family on Facebook. So I mean, and I'll say again, I've said it before, because quite a lot of people do send me friend requests. I'm not being rude, not accepting friend requests. It's just that I would have literally hundreds, and at one point I did have hundreds. And then you just get so much coming up in your feed, you can't look at it anyway. So I don't really, as I say, do Facebook anymore, except for the Arty Farty Annie group. So if you message me on Facebook, I might see it, but I might not. I can't guarantee it. Much safer to email me or message me in Discord if you're in our Discord. Let me know who you are and that you want to add a little piece to the quilt, and I will let you have my address to send it to, and I'll be very happy to stitch it on there for you. I just think this is going to be just an absolutely bonkers. During the course of my tidying up and sorting out this week, I've been putting together a crate of stuff that needs to come to Bazaar with me. I'm going to need an extra suitcase for it. With all of the actual quilt itself and the pieces that will be stitched on by them, and the threads and things as well that are going to come with me. Yeah. I would say I'd send it ahead and send it to them and they could bring it for me, but I'm just afraid of things going astray in the post these days, even when I've sent tracked delivery. So as I say, if you want to know more about that, have a look at the video that I'm going to link in the description box. Thank you so much, Liz. That is an absolutely beautiful piece. I love it. Absolutely love it. And I am thrilled to bits. I'm thrilled to bits with this. I just think it's gorgeous. Didn't get the thumbnail, did I? Let's get me a thumbnail. Get me mug out the way. I can make that my thumbnail. The words will go all over it, but never mind. Oh, I love it. I've got some double-sided tape. I'll just stick that back on in a minute. Thank you very much again to Liz. Thank you to all of you for watching. Hopefully by the time this goes out, I'll be back on track and able to get creating and filming and stuff in my craft room again, because I've really missed it this week. I don't feel right at all when I haven't been able to do anything creative. That's it from me. Quite enough waffle. Thanks very much for joining me, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye.